welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my god, yet another day, yet another day. Ooh, hey, you are waiting. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Hi. Hi to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, you guys. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. How is everyone doing? How is your Thursday? God, how have your week been? Welcome to the live stream. When you join in, let me know where you're watching me from. Like. Let's get in here. Today is on Thursday, which is literally nuts. This week have been moving so fast. So fast. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. When you join in, just say hi. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Yet another good day. Oh my god. God. Lynn says, when I just went for a walk with my dog, I thought, are you going to do another live stream? But you've already done a lot this week. Okay, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Still, I can read your language. Zabwat says hello to you. Wow, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Anan Fella, hello everybody. Zabwat says hi. Oh my god, you guys, let's say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. Like the live stream, subscribe. Like the live stream, subscribe. My good name is Womboy 6767. Okay, 67. Lynn Henrik says, oh, I just eat in my land. Okay, welcome everybody to the live stream. Let us like the live stream, subscribe. Let me know where you're watching me from. Make sure you're telling me which country you're watching me from, which state, which city, all of that. But I can't stay that long today because I have to study. Okay, that's good. That's good. Go for it. Javier Lewis. Yo, hello. Welcome here. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. When you join in, let me know where you're watching me from. Like, subscribe. If this is your first time seeing me, you can ask me any question. My good name is Womboy. I normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So each and every other day we have different topics, just depending. Oh my god, what is that flag? I've never seen that flag. Which country is that flag from? Wow. Seems like I am not familiar with countries. Which country is that, if you don't mind? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Tunisia. It's an African country. Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my god, I've never seen that flag. So you know what? Let's do something. Let's comment with our country's flags. Let me know where you're watching me from. We're just getting started. My good name is Womboy. Let me see if I can get some flags for my country. I'm trying to comment with my laptop. Oh, I already know there's no flags. No flags apart from red flag. Oh, my laptop have red, rainbow. God, what a toxic flag. Kenyan. Let me type Kenyan. Nothing to be found. So welcome to the live stream. We're gonna be talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? But before we get into that, we're just here saying hi, giving some shout outs. Yeah, but we're gonna be talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, I know most of us have been in scenarios where like you're with somebody, they really want you, but they just want you when it's convenient, like when when it's all about all lovey-dovey, somebody just wanna love you until they realize, oh my god, you need help with doing your hair, and all of that. Faricia says, hello my girl. Hello to you, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Everybody, let me know which country you're watching me from. If you're watching me from Kenya, let me know which town you're watching me from. Faricia says, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Today we're going to be talking about why people want love but avoid commitment. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? I think most of the time we usually admire people from a distance. When we see them, you admire somebody, but then when you get to know them and then you realize they have things that they want you to help them with, then that becomes a problem. We're gonna be talking about. Let us get real in the comments. Alexander Byron, welcome back. I think it's women who want love and commitment. Oh my God, men don't want love and commitment. Why, Alexander? Farisa says, I'm fine, just missed you. I missed you too. God, I think I've created a family on here. I miss you guys so, so much. Even when I'm not going live, I'm like, I think I'm failing you guys, okay? But that's all good, guys. We are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment, okay? Alexander just brought in a perspective that it's women who want love and commitment. Men don't want that. Men want respect, okay? But the men also want love. Men also want commitment. I feel like men want commitment. Men in the chat, do men want commitment? Alexander is saying men don't want love, and women are the one who want love and commitment. Let's give our opinions. Let's give our opinions because I have a lot to say, as you can see. Okay. Sam says name, fame, and money every need. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. Love man. Oh my God, such a name. Love man says everyone needs love and commitment. Okay, but Alexander is saying men don't want love and commitment. Men want respect. Alexander says that's just my opinion. I see. Guys, welcome to the live stream. We're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Like you just want to love somebody as far as you're not committed. You want to love somebody as far as it doesn't come with responsibility, okay? People want love but not inconvenience. That's just what it is, okay? Many people want a relationship that fits their schedule, doesn't disturb their peace, doesn't demand emotional work, but real love literally demands all of that, okay? Real love always interrupts your comfort, okay? For example, when you get with a lady, so I feel like most men usually see ladies out there and then they're like, oh my God, that lady is very well kept. She really look nice, okay? But you don't ask yourself who, like that lady, there's somebody who paid for the hair that you're seeing. Somebody paid for her nails. Somebody paid for the dress that she's wearing, okay? So you guys just like to admire something that you're not paying for. But when it comes to you, you want to like have that lady. You don't want to take care of her. Why is that? That's what you're talking about. Even the other way around. Let me know your perspective. I'm going to read you out loud. Let's like the live stream and subscribe. Loveman says, it's a complete package. Okay, I like to think so. I like to think love and commitment is a complete package. Alexander says respect is the most important thing to men. So why can't you get a lady who loves you and they want to be committed to you, and you love them, you commit to them, and also if somebody loves you, they will respect you, okay? Which makes me, let me give you guys the question that we're going to be starting with today. So, do people exactly want love or the benefits of it? Do people exactly want love or the benefits of love? Let me type that. Okay, do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Okay, that's the question that we are starting with. Let us answer the question. Do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Remember, you guys, we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? San says love is responsibility. Responsibility is life-based. Okay, do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Singer says for the F. Why would you say that? Okay. Welcome to the live stream. We have a question on the screen. Why do people exactly want love or just why do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Love like liking. Love like oh, love like liking. I don't understand. I don't understand you guys. We're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment, because I have realized that people just, as far as you're not defining a relationship, there's this show that I usually watch on Netflix by Jerry, not Netflix, but on YouTube, by Jerry Springer. Okay, where like there's different family dynamics that people who can mostly love. Okay, and then something that you realize, there's a guy who said that like when you define a relationship, when you tell a woman that, now you're my girl, like you're my fiance, we are committed. So the way this guy was saying is like when you define a relationship, things all of a sudden starts going south. But if you haven't defined the relationship, things seems to be going well. And that's what brings me to this question: do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Because to me, I think he just wanted to have the benefits of love. He wants to be intimate. Okay, love. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. We have a question on the screen: do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Because honestly, I do feel like most people think that they want love, but in reality they just want the benefits of love. Okay, you want to have somebody who is there to cuddle you. You want to have somebody over there who is intimate with you. You want to have somebody there who you can share your ups and downs. Okay, so do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Honestly, I feel like we all want to say that like everybody wants love, but I think most of us want the benefits of love without the commitment, without the responsibility. Okay, you want to be intimate with somebody, but you don't want to be there when they are having an emotional breakdown. You just want to be there for the good times. Okay, so consistency becomes too much for some people. At first people love, oh my god, you're sending good morning, checking in, attention. But you know what, later on they start calling it clingy. You're giving me too much pressure. Oh my god, let's slow down. Okay, do you love breakdown? Okay, you know what saying is, you need to type one sentence, or you need to stop sending the messages. Sorry for that, but you need to stop doing that, because the moment you do what you're doing right now, you spam the chat. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid the commitment? So when you join in, let me know which country you're watching me from. Let's chat down here. And also, we're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, also we do have a question on the screen: do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Because honestly, when you look at it, it seems like people just want the benefits of love. It just it seems like that's what it is. Like people just want to the benefits of love without the love itself. Okay, and this makes me wonder, like, oh, you do what I would like. Okay, you know what, I'm telling you to stop spamming the chat. You're not listening. So okay, don't spam the chat anymore, because I'm gonna time you out, unfortunately. Okay, why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what you're talking about. So, and also there's a question why, like, sometimes you'll meet somebody and then you lead them on, you show them you are interested in them, but then when you realize, oh my god, this person is being extremely consistent, and then you're like, oh my god, this person is being clingy, you're giving me too much pressure, you know. So do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? That's the question that we're asking today. My good name is Omboy. Kindly guys, like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. For example, like today we are having a conversation of why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why is it like when you can fall in love with somebody and then when you start being, what is it called, when you start being loving and consistent, you're sending good morning texts every other time, you're checking in, you're telling them they look good, you're giving them a lot of attention. Why is it that people don't like that? I think people don't like when you're just too available. Okay, so you're just over there trying to be loving and caring, but somebody is over there feeling pressured and rushed. Okay, so that's what you're gonna be that, so that's just the basis of what we're talking about. So do people, so we have a question on the screen, do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Okay, because I honestly feel like most people do want the benefits of love without having to do the responsibilities, the commitment. Okay, and this is not like a lecture, you guys. You can let me know where you're watching me from. I will give you a shout out and read you out loud. Okay, so I want to talk about something. This is something that's very real because I think it's a story for so many people. I think a lot of people want love but don't want the responsibility that comes with love. Okay, so we all, you know, we want to sit here. Even me as a person, we want to sit here. I want to sit here and say, you know what? I want to be loved so completely and fully. I want a man who is so devoted. I want a man who is so focused on me. I want a man who worships the ground that I walk on. But when you get that person, do you want to reciprocate? Are you just willing? Do you just want that person to love on you, but you don't want to love on them? So that's what you're talking about. So do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? You can answer that question if you will. If you have an opinion, you can answer that question. Because I feel like we are a society that, like, we want to say what we want. Okay, you want another person to give you that love that you want. You want to be cuddled. You want to be, especially men, you want a woman who is freaky, to do all these things. But do you want to do those things to her? Do you want to reciprocate that? Okay, and I feel like that's literally the real question right here. Okay, so another aspect is like people want understanding but not correction. Okay, you know what, Sengi is like, I am just telling you to stop spamming the chat, please. I just don't want to time you out. Like, if you're typing, type something, a sentence. Can you cook? Yes, I can cook. Okay. People want understanding. Like, you know, people are willing to be in a relationship with you until you start correcting them. Okay. So, for example, I want you to be in a relationship with me as far as you're not asking to check through my phone to see who I'm chatting with. As far as you're not telling me, like, oh, you can't wear that. As far as you're not telling me, oh, you can't be out at this hour. That's what I want. Like that. I just know nobody wants someone who is correcting them. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. So people want understanding but not correction. So they want you to accept you for who they are, forgive them, give them grace. But when you pinpoint issues, set boundaries, ask for change, tell them, oh, I really don't appreciate when you do that. People don't want that. People want when it's just like you just saying yes, yes, yes. And I think it's men and women. People want like to say that women like to be controlling and to tell men what to do. But I feel like it's both sides. I feel like it's both sides. So do people exactly love or exactly want love or just the benefits of love? That's what you're talking about. My good name is Wamboi, guys. So let's sub up, you guys. If you're wondering where I'm from Kenya. I was born and raised in Kenya, and this is a show that I usually do every other day. So we normally have most of these topics every other day. So if you guys don't mind, you can subscribe so that you can um, be hearing from me. A show that I usually do every other. Okay. I don't know why that thing looks blurry. Okay, so what do people want? Love. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? So as I was saying, people, we all want, you want to be loved, but you don't. Especially when you get yourself a man who is telling you, no, you can't wear that. Like, you can't be out at that hour. It feels uncomfortable. But why does that feel uncomfortable? Maybe this is just the person communicating their boundaries to you, telling you, oh, I don't appreciate when you do that, like I don't want you to do that. Okay, it can come off as like controlling, but is it really controlling, or they're just telling you what they want? Okay, what do you guys think about that? Remember, we still have the question, do people exactly want love or just the benefits of love? Okay. So have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted to give? Let me type that for you guys. Guys, welcome to the live stream. I'm typing a question. Have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you were willing to give? And remember, we are talking about the topic of the day is why do people want love but avoid commitment? So I know we all know that most people, you want the benefits of love, but you don't want to be committed. So have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you are willing to give? So have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you want to give? Honestly, I honestly I think yes. First of all, like I'm still young, like I'm just in my 20s. So I have never, like, because of course I just graduated from university 2 years ago. So I have never been like serious in relationships. But the moment, like, I would, let's say, meet someone and I saw that they want to be committed or they want some type of seriousness that I don't want to give at a particular time, I just would like disappear, because you don't want to lead somebody on, okay? You you don't want to lead somebody on. You don't want to tell somebody that you want them, but you really know that you don't. You don't want to give them the impression that you're gonna get married to them, but you know you don't. Uh, you just don't want that. So it used to be like, it's either you're playing games or I'm out of here. Because I like the way people used to cohort in campus, I just would never do that. I just wasn't that type of a person. I wouldn't. Um, Merilas Bernard says Kita Toto. What does that mean? Kita Toto? Okay, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted to give? Maybe the person required more energy, more attention, more money. They were high maintenance. Maybe they wanted something serious than you wanted. Okay, I feel like it's usually normal for men to like say, I just don't want such a serious relationship. But when it's a lady who said that, I feel like men feel literally rejected because it rarely happens. Okay. Um, but it's just good. I feel like it's just good to see this perspective. Wow. Question: have you ever left a Guys, welcome to the live stream. When you're joining, you can say hi. My good name is Wamboi. And this is I Am Wamboi Live. We normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. during which meantime I was born and raised in Kenya. Guys, I would appreciate if you guys subscribed and liked. For example, like today we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love and but avoid commitment? Also, you can see from the screen we do have a question. Have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted to give? And I was just saying, because of course I'm just in my 20s and I just graduated university 2 years ago. In university, I wasn't trying to get in a relationship. I saw people getting married in campus or cohabiting, but that was just never my thing. So if somebody wanted something like that, I would just leave. I would just leave. Okay. So let me know, in your opinion, why do people want love but avoid commitment? In your opinion, why do people want love but avoid commitment? Welcome to the live stream, you guys. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. My good name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. We do have a question on the screen. Have you ever left a relationship because it required more than you wanted to give? So I feel like when you look at the type of relationships that we are looking at on social media, for example, today, oddly, and I know you guys know that I don't want children, okay? But for some reason, sometimes I just bump into these videos where like it's a labor delivery video, and I'm seeing these men being there helping, like, oh my god, like they're just there during the delivery. And I feel like that can make you think that's how relationships are supposed to be. Social media have made relationships look like they're just supposed to be special, perfect, and stuff. But in real life, does that really happen? In real life, do these men do this in real life? Like, do they, for example, the bad vlogs that I've watched, okay? Bear in mind that I have never given birth, so I don't know, okay? But God, the ones that you watch on social media are like, oh my God, you just literally want to give birth so that you can be treated like that. But remember, that man that you saw on that video is not the one in your house, okay? This is not the man that is the father of your child. So I feel like also social media has romanticized love so much. Like, social media have made love seem like it's supposed to just look easy, okay? So when you get into a relationship and you guys are beating a corner and you're like, oh my god, I don't think love is supposed to be this difficult. Okay, you think, because of what we look on social media or what we see on social media, we think love is supposed to be effortless, perfect communication, aesthetic love, there's no problem whatsoever, okay? But when it comes to these videos, we don't see behind the scenes where they are like arguing, okay? Where they are not on each other's good book, okay? So I feel like because of social media, relationships feel hard when they are just normal, okay? Okay, so okay, we still have the question on the screen. Have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted? So these are deep questions, like personal questions you can answer or you cannot. Like, I wouldn't mind if you answered because I would read it out loud, okay? So as I was saying, social media have made love look like it's just supposed to be easy, okay? Walk in the park. But when you get into a relationship yourself and then you're like, why doesn't it look like the one on social media? Like, why does my man not hold me like that? Why doesn't he not lift me like that? And then you're like, God, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Because you're comparing yourself to people who are just posting themselves for views. And I'm not saying that what we see on social media isn't true. I'm just saying that social media love looks so easy, okay? Remember, you guys, we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay, so another aspect which literally also connects with the whole social media thing, um the fact that so many people dream about the honeymoon phase. You know, from the moment when you meet someone and it's just butterflies, you're just attracted to this person. That is the honeymoon phase, okay? But I just feel like most of us, we are stuck on that. No, I'm also stuck on that, but I should be, because it's not like I'm married to anyone. So I should be stuck on that honeymoon because, of course, uh, if the butterfly disappear before you even get to the house, before you even start living together, what will happen in that case? Okay, before you start dealing with each other 24/7. Okay, so the honeymoon phase is confused with real love. Okay, and I'm not saying it's not real love. I'm just saying that the honeymoon phase is, I don't think that's everything. Okay, because growing up, you grew up in like how you would see relationship with your parents, between your parents. It wasn't what we see, like, or what you feel. You know, I even wonder, like, were they ever in love, like what I feel when I meet people out here? You know. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about something that that's so common in today's society. Like, people want love but they don't want to commit. People want to be loved but you don't want to commit. Okay, so is that a real thing? So have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted to give? Insatiable is my name. Says good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Insatiable. Good to see you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. You're talking about something that, like, I think you would really maybe have some points. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we're talking about. You okay? That's great. Okay. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? We also have a question on the screen. Have you ever left a relationship because it required more effort than you wanted to give? Honestly, my honest answer for me is yes, because of course, as I have told you guys before, I just graduated not 2 years ago, 2024. That's when I graduated. So I wasn't trying to get into a serious relationship. So which means if your energy wasn't playing here and there, no, you were out. There's no way I was trying to be a wife when I'm just a student. Okay, there's no way. And the way, I don't know if you guys have that out there in the US. Where, like, people in campus start living together, like a man and a woman who are in love, they start living together. I don't know if you guys have that. It's pretty much common out here. Uh, pretty much common when people go to campus, they start living together, get married. Not get married, not official, just cohabiting. Okay. So as I was saying, social media disconnected. Am I live? I think I am. Okay. So also, I feel like what I was saying, that like social media have made us think that like relationship are just supposed to be a walk in the park. They're just supposed to be perfect. Okay. So I also feel like real love. So I was gonna say that honeymoon phase. Okay, the whole thing when you're feeling so much attracted to somebody, butterflies, constant happiness, excitement. But real love includes calm periods, boring days, repetition, problem solving, especially repetition. Okay, I think I've spent some time with, like, let's say with a man for like a week, 2 weeks. When I've stayed with my fiance for like 2 weeks, honestly, it just feels repetitive. And if you're not used to living together, that can feel like, ah, God, like, whoa, Lord, get me out of here. But then I feel like when people get married, that's what it will look like. It will look repetitive. You wake up, you go to work, he goes to work, you come back to the house, uh, you do what you do, and the cycle just continues. But I think what we expect is something that doesn't really happen in real life. Okay, so I feel like most people do want loyalty but not discipline. Okay, they want a loyal partner but still want freedom without consequences, attention from others, emotional options open. Okay, so you want to close options for somebody, but for you, you just want your freedom. Okay, you want attention from others, you want to talk to people that you meet out there, but you're still in a relationship, remember? Okay. Let me see the question. Can love survive without consistency? I'm just typing these questions. Most people usually just follow my show, and they don't say anything, but they learn something. These questions are usually nice, because these are not questions that are out of my head. These are just, I usually do research before I come on here on the show. So these are very nice questions, and they can help somebody somewhere. Can life survive without consistency? Can love survive without consistency? Okay. Can love survive without consistency? Where is my drink? Can love survive without consistency? And everybody who is joining in, my good name is Wamboi. I was born and raised in Kenya, and this is I Am Wamboi Live. I normally go every day, Monday through Thursday, go live, okay? 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So right now, the topic that we are doing today is, why do people want love but avoid commitment, okay? And we have a question on the screen. Can love survive without consistency? Can love survive without consistency? Okay, I think it seems to be like a pretty much easy question, but I think most people's love survive without consistency just because we refuse to let go. I think most of the time we do fall in love, and then you're like, you just don't want to let go because the person that you're with, you just feel like that's what's safe for you. Okay, guys, we want to talk about, or we are talking about, why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay, so, and also we have a question on the screen. Can love survive without consistency? Hmm. Can love survive without consistency? Okay, so thinking about, when you think about love, okay, and you think about the events that usually happen in the event of love, okay. For example, when you're in love, you expect your person to remember your, what are they called, your favorite days, your special days, to be there for you when you're down, all of those things, and never to forget anything, okay. But I feel like most of us, what we want other people to give us, but we don't want to give. People like receiving love more than giving it. Okay, you want to be called pretty, but you don't want to tell that man he looks awesome. Okay, you want birthday gifts, but you never give anything. Okay, you want to be helped financially, but when there's something that you can do to help him, we don't want to do that. So I feel like people like receiving love more than giving it, and I feel like that's literally our problem. Because if the same things that you want me, and I have seen it with traditional marriages, or like, for example, of course, I always talk about I come from the village. Alexander Burns is laughing, okay? For example, I usually talk about the fact that I come from the village, okay? And what that means, the fact that I come from the village, I never grew up seeing the type of love that I'm seeing on social media. God, that's too much. Like, even opening doors in our village, no man will ever open door for a female in our village. Just to be really honest, straight up with you guys, no one will ever open a door for you in our village. That's just it. And these women have, that's just how they live, okay? That's just how they've normalized. Birthday gifts, no man gives their wife birthday gifts in my village. Honestly, these are things that I have come to see as an adult, but I've also embraced them as a person, because of course, who doesn't want love? Who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want to be gifted? And all these things, okay? But these same men who don't want to open doors, they want their women to clean clothes for them, okay? These same men in the village who don't want to like do anything for their wives, want their wives to treat them like babies, cook for them, clean, serve them. Have you seen men in my village when they are sick or something, somebody wants to sleep the whole day just because they are having a flu? But this is all to say, like, people like receiving love more than giving it, okay? You're like, oh my god, you're my wife, you're supposed to clean my clothes, even my boxers, you're supposed to clean them. But the question is, what are you doing, okay? But I also feel like, also now, back in the day, men are the one who are receiving, but right now, what's happening right now, women are receiving more than giving. Women are not giving love. That's just what I feel right now. But I feel like it's because women have been giving love all these years. I think we are just tired. I think we are just tired. Because, for example, for me, I grew up seeing my mom do all these things. So then I'm like, I don't want to do these things for a man. Like, I just don't want to clean. I don't want to hand wash your clothes. Buy a washing machine, sir. Okay, I don't want to hand wash your clothes. I don't want. Okay, if there's a machine, just shoving your clothes in there will not be a big deal for me. But I will not hand wash your clothes. Alexander is just laughing. Women like gifts and love. I know. Nothing wrong with gifts and love, and there's nothing wrong with gifts and love. It's just that, like, the traditional men in the 70s, 50s, okay, in America or in other countries, European countries, romance have not just started right now. But I'm going to tell you for sure, in African countries, this is something that's pretty new for us. We even get shy with public display of affection, like, you're holding my hand in public. I am not a child. Stop holding my hand. Prashant, hi. Hello, cutie. What's up? Hey, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. What's going on? We're talking about love but avoid commitment. Okay. Right now, I'm talking about the way most of us want. People like receiving love more than giving it. You don't want to give love, but you want to receive it. Alexander says, I think a lot of women believe in fairy tales. They believe a man will come on a white horse with a 12-pack, pick them up, put them on a horse, and the horse, then they would gallop in the sunset and live happily ever after. Okay, but I just want, let me tell you, the fact that I have already experienced the tough love when it comes to me being a village, seeing how women in my village are being loved, bare minimum, literally nothing. Okay, just a 6-foot man sitting there telling you, you're my wife, you're supposed to clean clothes for me, you're supposed to do this for me, but him not doing anything. Okay, not to mention these men provide, but okay, you might not be able to give me the fairy tale, but at least try. Let's meet halfway. Okay, let's meet somewhere halfway. Guys, we're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, and you guys kindly subscribe. Let's grow the channel. Prashant Science says your hair is really fantabulous. Okay, thank you. Okay. Alexander says happily ever after. Nothing wrong. You don't want a traditional marriage. That's cool. It's 2026. Okay, and I know that's what it is, but still, at the same time, because I've already experienced the love that's not easy, that's not soft, that's not you know, you just want to try something different. I'm gonna tell you something that's really funny. Like, so of course I grew up in a village where like, and also I think even in the cities in Kenya, like, it's just the well-to-do who just treat their women like that, like open doors, help your woman down the stairs. So when I first experienced that, God, have you ever felt shy? Even right now you can see I'm feeling shy talking about it. Like, why would you hold my hand outside? But honestly, it just feels so good. Somebody pulls a chair for you, your man is pulling your chair for you, you know? Alexander says, I believe that's the reason why for men like Kenyan women, because you meet in the middle. The Kenyan woman is getting what she wanted. The foreman, or I mean, maybe you mean the foreigner is getting what he wants. I know, because the thing is, if I'm meeting a man who is like giving me like what we are calling quote unquote digital love, okay? Then because I already know what women do traditionally, okay? So I think it will be perfect, and I'll be like, you literally the one and that's it, because people can meet halfway. Wamboy, I think that's the Christian or cultural way, whereby the woman is just the one who is giving to the love, or like she's doing all the work, okay? Honestly, what was that? These men were working, but let me tell you something about women in my village. Women in my village are really strong. These are women who go to the farm the whole day. They work this farm with their men, okay? But when they come home, the man just sits around and the woman cooks and she cleans, she's done. But see, what is that? Like, when you look at it, honestly, it's not really fair. But of course, it's culture and it's a patriarchal society. But the people that I feel for is people who are my age right now, falling for that, thinking that that's what it is, like that's what it's supposed to be. No, like, honestly, God, I am so glad that I got an opportunity to go to school, because definitely if you don't go to school out here, the only way for you to do it is by getting married. So, which I think if I didn't go to university, I would have already been married by now. Who knows how many children I would already have had. But by going to school, of course, I've given myself a chance to just escape from that reality, okay? Alexander Vaya says, but a black American man, we do the most. Okay, you know, my fiance is black American. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah. Okay, you understand my thoughts, okay? Yeah, I think my fiance is black American, literally, okay? You guys, you get your black person by having a black American, but you get them with another mindset, which is really nice. Like, somebody who believes in holidays. Can I tell you for sure, like, growing up, like, my village, the birthdays were not really like anything that we celebrate, or yeah, but that life, I like village. Like, even the other day on this channel, I was talking about the idea of tiny homes and just going in the middle of nowhere and just starting a life and staying there. So I like the village life, but the mentality it's really draining. Alexander says, which state is he from? California. Yeah. California. I am from Cali. Okay, so I also feel like most people enjoy, like, some people enjoy being checked on, being reassured, being prioritized. But then, if you enjoy all of that, you enjoy being checked on, you have to be willing to also check on your other person, okay? So, guys, welcome to the live stream. Everybody who is joining in, guys, can you like the live stream and subscribe? I would really appreciate that. We are talking about, why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay, and we have a question. Wow, the question disappeared. Can love survive without consistency? Okay, like, for example, because most of us, you just, I think most of us, we are just in love with the idea of love. We don't want love. We're just in love with the idea of love. The idea of, like, having someone there to cuddle with, to be intimate with, somebody who helps you maybe with your bills, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. I understand your thoughts, which says, I also married a Kenyan woman and it's one of the best decisions I've made in my life. Okay. How is it going? How is it how is it going? Like, do you feel, I feel like what I've had, or like I follow most Black Americans, of course, but I feel like most Black American men say that like when they are with Kenyan people or they get with African women, they feel respected than they would out there. Maybe because, you know, when you're with a person from, for example, Kenya, let's just be honest. Even right now, like for example, $100 goes so far out here. Okay, so which means like even as a, you're able to even provide better, I think so, or something. Yeah, and I think people just, you just learn to respect each other. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be really honest. I wouldn't have it any other way. I just feel seen, loved, and all of those. We respect each other. It's great. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. We are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, what is scary about commitment? I feel like most of us, we want the idea of love, but when it comes to like marriage, honestly, for those people who are married, and for example, Alexander, you can tell me about that. Like, when you get, how does it feel to get to get married? Because honestly, I think the idea of getting married is scary. Like, but it's not scary in that sense, but the fact that like you're what is it called, it's like, okay, you're not locking yourself up per se, but you're just deciding, you know, this is my person, this is what I want to be with. I don't care about you, or you all the crowd, you can keep moving, move it. Okay, how does that feel? Because honestly, I've been wondering. Alexander says the commitment is in Kenya, is in Kenyan culture. The commitment in Kenyan culture is different because you have to pay dowry and the connection with the different tribes. Okay, let me tell you, I do have a problem. I like the Kenyan culture, but also we cannot talk about Kenyan culture. It depends with the tribe. For example, me, I'm Kikuyu. Okay, so it depends with. But honestly, sometimes I usually think about dowry and then I'm like, God, I just don't want to be sold. Okay, you know, you guys don't do dowries. Most of you out there don't do dowries. I think I like that. I like the fact that you guys don't do dowries, which means when you marry this lady, she's yours, but you haven't bought her. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I also respect my culture and I see what it does. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Oh yeah, Alexander says my wife is Kikuyu. Oh, I'm also Kikuyu. Say hi to her. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what you're talking about. My good name is Wombo. We normally go live literally for 2 hours, and today is one of those days. This week I've just been all over, up and down, showing up late as I would as a Kenyan and stuff. But still, let's move on with the questions. So do you think efforts turn people off nowadays? Okay, you know, I think most people don't want you to put a lot of effort into the relationship. But you guys, do you think when you're putting effort into a relationship, it turns some people off? Because honestly, I believe so. Okay. If you were to talk to me like 2 years ago, let's say 2023, honestly, if you just put a lot of effort, I'm like, I am not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. No, I don't want you to put a lot of effort, because if you put a lot of effort, most probably if I say no, that will be scary. Alexander says, I think the feeling of being trapped was scary for me, and I know that feeling is scary for everybody. God, you know, when you are talking about love in a fairy tale manner, or in a way where like you're talking about future, okay, I want to get married. Okay, also the whole thing of like starting to live together without commitment, it sounds nice, like just starting to live together without the whole commitment. But see, when you go to a church, you get married, or whatever, government offices, like It's not easy. You have to, like, it's not easy when you get married. Yeah, so I can see why some people would feel trapped when they get married, and I think that's what makes marriage scary. The feeling of being trapped. Thomas from Germany says, it's normal for me as a German man to take care of my girl in Kenya. It shouldn't be taken to extremes. It shouldn't be taken to extremes. What does that mean? Okay, it's normal for me as a German man to take care of my girl in Kenya. I shouldn't be taken to extremes. Elaborate a little bit. And hi, welcome to the live stream. Okay, today's topic is really interesting, and I think you would enjoy the topic. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay, we all want love, and I think Alexander brought up a nice thing. Like, most of us are afraid of marriage. Like, you just don't want to be trapped. You just don't want to feel trapped. But we were having a conversation yesterday, and I was saying, no, my fiance was saying that, like, when you see someone who is somebody, I was scrolling and I came across a video where this lady was saying that she likes the guy that she's with. So she was telling to the guy, I like you, I love you, but I just don't want us to involve the government or the church in our story. Okay, so which means they will live together, but they will never officiate. Okay, and then my fiance was saying that, like, the only reason somebody would do that is because they want to get married but not to you. So he was saying that when you hear somebody saying that, that person is not sure about you. Okay, but I don't know if I agree with that or not, because honestly I feel like the idea of marriage is scary. But maybe somebody is scared of getting married to you, because when it's the right person, I think you just know. What do you guys think when it comes to that? Okay. Okay. So should marriage be scary, or should it be like when you meet the right person? Is marriage scary when you meet the right person? For those of you who are married, some of us here, we can't say so much about love, about marriage. Okay, we can talk about love, but not marriage. Okay. So should marriage feel like it's scary for those who are married? Like, when you make that commitment, you are like, God, this is it. Like, this is it. And if you want to get out, like, there is a procedure. You just don't wake up and get out. Okay, what was I typing? Oh, I think I see where Thomas was coming from. It shouldn't be taken to extremes. Okay, I think to the question of, like, why do you think effort turns people off nowadays? Let me type that question. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Feel welcome on the show. My good name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for being here. I was born and raised in Kenya. This is I Am Wamboi Live. Why do you think effort turns people off nowadays? Okay, when you're putting in the effort, you are there, you're checking on them. Okay, love this topic. Okay, thank you. You're there, but also you can go through the lives. We usually have these topics, so many of these topics. I like that we do that, because honestly I have never seen a channel or like a live stream where people talk about these things. I only see these topics when it comes to pre-recorded videos. And what will you do? Just leave your thoughts there. I like when people are conversing like this, so thank you so much. Okay, why do you think effort turns people off? For example, when a lady, and I think men are the ones who are not victims, but they are the ones who are affected by this. When you show a man that you're interested, why are you men turned off by when a woman shows you that? If I show you, like, I'm really interested in you and I want you, why are you guys turned off by that? Like, why? Okay, some people would argue that because men are supposed to be hunters and gatherers, they're supposed to be the one who are chasing. But honestly, Why do you guys get turned off by that? Like when somebody tells you, you know, I really like you, they're putting in the effort, like they're buying you gifts. You'll see a man who have a female who is even taking care of him, but he will not go for that female when it comes to marriage. He will go for the woman who he's providing for. Why is that? It depends on the woman's aggression. Ooh. Not ag- but remember, she's not being aggressive. She's just being loving and you by maybe giving you gifts, providing here and there. When you're having financial problems, she's coming through. Why does that tell you? Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. You hear Karibu Sana. We're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Divan, welcome back on the show. How are you doing? Divan says, I believe that people want to have the feeling of love, but are not ready to give the same feeling back. Clock it. That's right there. Due to which there is no commitment in partners. The reason is that they were not given. Okay. You know, I think that agrees with what I was saying, that I like your perspective, Divan. Welcome here. People like receiving love more than giving it, okay? And you know what? I don't want to be a female because I feel like women right now, as I said, back in the day, or from what I've seen from women in my village, okay? Men used to be the ones that are just receiving. These men are giving their bodies to them. They are the ones who are cleaning. They go to the farm, they work with this woman the whole day, and when they come home, the man just sits. So this woman is the one who's giving. But right now, I think women have learned, like, just because women have been putting up with that for a long time, right now, women are the ones who are receiving. We are just receiving, but we are not giving. And I feel like that's a problem, okay? So also what Divan is saying, that like people want to have the feeling of love, but are not ready to give the same, okay? It's just all nice and loving when you are the one who is receiving it, but when it's time for you to give, when it's time for you to buy your person a gift that costs $5,000, you're like, you flinch, you're like, no, God, no. Okay, Divan, not given importance. Alexander says, no, that's different. But you have some women that are very aggressive, touching feelings, sizing, sizing you up, asking you personal questions. Oh, that's where you feel pressured. Okay, that's where you feel pressured. But how about the ones that are just, they're just loving? Okay, so that's why that turns you guys off. Wow, God, I think I am not halfway to understanding men. But that's okay. That's okay. Thomas, why did you retract your message? Okay, let me keep reading. Alexander says, one boy, you are so smart. Thank you. I think women back in the day married for survival, not actually always love. And I know. And I think that's scary by itself. Like, let's say you're marrying to get a place to stay. You're marrying to, for all these different things, just so that you can have someone to protect you. I don't think that's a good reason to get married. You should get married because you're in love. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I usually have a lot of questions prepared, so you guys can't get bored here, because if you're not listening, you can be answering the questions. Why do people leave too quickly when things get hard? Oh God, this is it. Okay, I feel like this is affecting almost every person. Okay, you know, when you meet somebody and like you're getting to know them, they don't tell you their problems. Okay, it's all when you ask somebody, for example, like you guys don't know me at a personal level. You know me from seeing me on your screens every other day, but you don't know me on a personal level. So when you guys ask me, how are you doing, Wamboy, I'll say I'm fine. okay? But when you get to know me in real life, you realize that, God, maybe if we, I have problems, okay? And I feel like the problems make somebody unattractive, okay? So, but as far as you want to see somebody, why do people leave too quickly when things get hard, when things get a little bit like why do people leave? Why do people are like, they are on the next ship to leave the scene, okay? Why do people leave too quickly when things get hard? Is it that like just people want easy love, or is it that like you just don't want to feel like you're helping somebody? What is usually the situation, okay? What is usually the situation? Oblivious, more financial problems, or misunderstanding, okay? I feel like also this I can say, we have to look at it. I feel like when a man is having financial problems, most women will leave, okay? But not the real women, okay? When you get yourself a nice woman, somebody who really likes you for who you because if somebody loves you for your money, God, the moment you start having some problems here and there, she's gonna leave. That is one problem, the financial problem, okay? So you gotta make sure that you're looking for somebody who is not with you for only that. And I am not here to tell my beautiful queens, my beautiful divas, to be with men who don't have money. No. The thing is, for example, the other day we were having a conversation about age is just a number, and I said I don't expect you. I don't judge. I don't judge women. Like, if the way we usually say, if a man is with a younger woman, is because the younger woman wants his money. Why don't you see that the older man is also getting her youth? He's also getting that energy from her. Also, for example, even if it were you, okay, you're a young person, you're going for an older person, would you go for the poorest old man that can exist in this world? Would you go for that? Okay, so it's not like I'm here to say, I said that, like, I feel like women usually flee quickly when there's financial problems, but at the same time, I'm not here to tell you, God, let me tell you, like, I have learned so many lessons by studying women in my village. Of course, I did development and social work in campus. So I look at that situation, women in my village. Honestly, I don't want to be that. And a quick way to be that, go with love. No, go with love and money, my dear. Says people leave quickly when things get hard because they can't handle the pressure of the problem they're going through. Okay, but not you, not your problem. When your partner is having problems, when this person that claim to love, why would you leave this person when they are having problems? Like, why would you flee the scene? Okay, instead of like being more there, that's the time, that's the time that this person really needs you more. Why would you flee the scene just because they are having financial problems or whatever problems that they are having, or because somebody got sick? Alexander says, because we are more romantic and loving than women. Oh, no. Women, I feel like women are loving. But honestly, the things that men can do, the fact that you guys can provide, you provide for a whole stranger without feeling any way whatsoever. The way men even buy gift, like the way men treat even women that they just met, that's just a fact. Honestly, I was telling my friend another time, her name is Anne, I was telling her that honestly, men are one of the good people that they exist, because can you imagine the things that men do for women? Like, you just met this person, you just love her so much, she's telling you she's going through something, and I've seen men show up. Like, you meet a lady, you like her, and then she tells you, oh my God, I'm going through this. Men show up. Can women do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. The level to which a man can show up for you if he loves you, there's no one who will ever show up like that unless it's your parent. That's just it. But the idea of you guys being more romantic and loving than women is like nuts. Maybe because you guys are more physical and we are more emotional. Okay? Why do people leave too quickly when things get hard? Oh my God, you guys. If you're just joining in, kindly like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? So you agree with me? Not like I agree with you, but I have to say that like the things that a man can do for somebody that they love are literally things that a woman would never do for the person that they love. Okay, God, I look at the way, like, for example, like my fiance, he can literally buy me anything. Like, honestly, can I do that? Okay, of course I can, but like we with the I think I can do that, but literally at the same time, you see that love, like the things that a man can do for a person that they love, they are literally unbelievable, to be really honest, really unbelievable. So it's not like I agree, but I have to say that yeah, men are nice people, I think so. So you guys, if you're just joining in, we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment, okay? And the idea of marriage was brought up, like most people are afraid of being trapped in marriages, okay? Also, most people want Divan said most people want the idea of marriage, of love, but not the ups and downs. And that's why I brought up the question, why do people leave too quickly when things get hard? So if you have something to say, you can contribute. I have so many questions here. So moving on, next question. Wow, this is literally something that I would like to know. Is love supposed to feel easy or difficult? What is, because social media is telling us that love is supposed to feel easy. What is love supposed to feel like? Is love supposed to feel easy or difficult? Divan says, um, I think that one partner leaves the other when things get hard, because I think the problem feels like a burden in the relationship and feels that things will get better by leaving the relationship. Okay, you feel like you're carrying somebody else's burdens. I can literally see that. Okay, and the problem is sometimes you can carry your partner's burdens, but what if you don't make it? Okay, what if you don't what if you don't get married to these people and you just carried your burdens, their burdens? But I feel like when you're in love with somebody, you shouldn't think that way. Okay, but honestly, I can see that like the other person's problems, these are not your problems, like it just feels like burdens. So I can literally see that. Alexander says, I've lived in a village in Kenya for 2 years, and 7 wives visited relatives and kids in different countries but never came back to their husbands. 7 wives visited. Okay, first of all, hold up. Do you have 7 wives? 7 wives visited relatives and kids in countries but never came back to their husband. Even the guy dies and the wife still don't return. Wow, clarify that. Clarify that. Because, okay, I know there are people who still. Oh, no, different women in the village. Oh, that belong to different men. 7 visited relatives in different countries but never come back to their husbands. Okay, okay. Okay, so it's like there's also something out here, okay? Most of these men are abusive, to be really honest. Okay, I don't know the ones that you're talking about, but I know women mostly out here leave the marriages because of somebody's just being abusive, like physically abusive, nuts. Like your man is just being nuts, beating you. You wouldn't stay. You wouldn't stay. But also I know there's also other women who usually stay because of children, okay? But wow, nuts. Okay, how do you see that? Do you see their side of the story? Maybe the person was being abusive. So is love supposed to feel easy or difficult? And if you say it's supposed to feel easy, let me know why. Is love supposed to feel difficult? Let me know why. Because of course we know that social media makes love look easy. Mhm. My experience in Kenya, okay? Experiences in African countries can be nuts. I know. Okay, because honestly, there are stories that I usually tell here, and then somebody's saying that I'm just making up stuff. But you've never been in a Kenyan village, so you wouldn't know. Okay, you wouldn't know. Like, I tell a story here, and somebody says, "Oh my God, you're straight up lying," but that's something that happens. Oh my God, there's a cat. I don't want it to jump on my window or something. God, we have wild cats in our home, so whenever I hear cats, God. So is love supposed to feel? Alexander says yes. Okay. So is love supposed to feel easy or difficult? So in my opinion, it's supposed to be in between. It's not supposed to feel easy. Okay, it's supposed to feel easy if you guys are in the honeymoon phase. But of course, the fact that like when you come together, you're taking the other person's baggage. I don't expect it to be easy. I don't know about you guys. Well, now the other questions that I do have here are literally personalized. Okay, but I think from what we can get from what we are talking about, why do people want love but avoid commitment? What we can be able to see is like the thing is like it's not like people are not in love. People are in love, but you just want it to stay at that. You don't want it to get into something more. Okay, but that can't happen. You know, like sometimes, of course, personally, I don't want children. And some of you are new here. You need to know that, so that when I say something, it can make sense. Okay, so for me, I don't want children. Okay, but for example, I usually bump into videos. For example, I'm seeing a man who is helping. Let's say they're having a baby, and the man is all up there in the maternity room being very helpful. Even like he's crying, he's like, God, like you can literally see that this person is feeling their wife's pain. That is usually such a turn on for me, to be really honest. Like the fact that, and I know that should be bare minimum because this is your child that is being birthed. Okay, but that's the type of ease that I want when it comes to relationships. I want like a relationship where the other person is even feeling your pain. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand, but those type of videos I always watch them. Although I don't want children, I don't think I'll have children, but those type of things, like even seeing how that, but I feel like when you grow up in a village and you grow up around so many like red flags when it comes to marriage, God, you're just literally on toes. You're literally on toes because every definition of that, everything that you guys would call red flag, I've seen it in real life. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the next question is, so have you ever felt like you were doing too much in a relationship? Oh my God, you guys will love the stories. So have you ever felt like you are doing too much in a relationship? Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. We're talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Have you ever felt like you're doing too much in a relationship? Let me wait if you guys have something to say, but I think I have a lot of things to say when it comes to that. But honestly, you can never feel like you're doing too much unless somebody makes you feel like you're doing too much. Honestly, okay? Have you ever felt like, let's say you're just over there, you're kissing on somebody, but you can literally tell that they don't want that. So have you ever felt like you're being too much in a relationship? Hey, I know that's literally the worst feeling ever. Okay? God. And I think this would be so perfect with people who have been ghosted before. Like somebody just all of a sudden went silent, okay? When I was in campus, I like giving my stories because I think that's how we connect. When I was in campus, of course I'm in campus. As I told you guys, passion in campus, I was such a focused student, very focused, like goal oriented and stuff. Um, Consolata says hi to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Guys, welcome to the live stream. Have you ever felt like you're being too much in a relationship? Have you ever felt like you're being too much? So as I was saying, when I was in campus, for me, and honestly, like God, I wasn't trying to get married like people were, and not in a judgy way. It wasn't in my agenda. It wasn't what I went to do there. I was just gonna go there, get educated, and leave. But of course, when you're in there, a lot of things usually happen. Okay, but one thing that I quickly realized, like uh if you put yourself out there in relationships in campus, honestly you're just gonna get wasted. Okay, so the best way was like just also play the games that people are playing. Okay, so that was literally the best move. So but and that's why I relate that story to this one. Of course I've cut the story uh but the thing is, the reason why you want to play games even when you want to be I hope I'm now connected. God. Am I live? Am I live? You know that's why you don't want to be good to go live. Wow. Okay. Am I back live? Yeah, I think I am. Am I live? Okay, I think I'm back live. Nadia Nu says, "Oh, you got pretty eyes. Thank you so much. Welcome to the live stream. Where are you watching me from? Okay, we've been talking about before I lost my internet and it just started misbehaving. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we've been talking about. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay. Oh my god, let me wait for you guys to join back in. God, I just my internet thing was just spinning and stuff. So those are some of the downside to going live. Okay, uh Shimk Poku says please tilt camera down a bit, the chat is blocking your face. Is that enough? I think you guys can see me. Yeah, hope now the chat is not blocking my face. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Guys, when you join in, like, subscribe. Nadia Unua says, I'm guessing you're Kenyan, right? Yes. How do you know? I think right now it's fine. Okay, we've been talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Why do people want the idea of like being in love or like being in a relationship? Okay, thank you, but not in the way that you would think about why people don't want commitments. Okay, and I think before we left, we had a question on the screen. Have you ever felt like you were doing too much in a relationship? Have you ever felt like you're the one who's showing up, you're just showing up there, but the other person, you have you ever felt like you're just doing too much and the other person, but the only reason you would feel like you're not doing you're doing too much is just because you're not being appreciated. Okay, Uh, oh, wow. We see you clearly. I think he wants to see. You know what? Yes, I thought you guys can see me clearly because of course you guys can see I'm looking at a laptop and I'm I'm reading it. I'm reading the comments from the laptop, which means that my video is on. So because that's how I know when I disconnect. Okay. But no, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. She focuses love is impossible without commitment. How? Like, okay, are you saying love is impossible without, because commitment, we are talking about marriage, we are talking about you being there or somebody being there when there's big bills that needs to be paid and all of that. Okay, guys, also tell me which country you're watching me from as we continue on with the discussion. Let me know how you feel about this topic. So are you afraid by the idea of marriage? Are you guys afraid by the idea of marriage? Do you guys want to get married? Like, is it scary? Okay. Although Shim says love is impossible without commitment. I don't know if love is impossible without commitment. But of course, you gotta commit. But I think the type of commitment that we are talking about is the is the one that's permanent. Like, you're locking that down. Like, yep, that is it. Good for you. Yeah, let's see about this. Okay. So we still have the question that's pinned. Have you ever felt like you were doing too much in a relationship? How are you doing? Hey, I'm still live. No, I'm still live. I'm good. I was wondering about you.
Okay. I'm gonna finish breakfast and then I want to start with others.
Okay. How about your teeth? Okay. Oh, poor thing. Okay, fine. Okay. Uh, guys, we are still talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we are still talking about. My good name is Womboy. See how you're blushing. Womboy is in love. No, when did you see me blushing? Okay, you guys, I think you're looking at different videos. Like, I'm not blushing. That's just how I usually am, even on this live stream. Okay, stay long enough, you realize that's just how I am. Okay, guys, we're still talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Your book called. Okay, no. Okay, okay, I'm shy. Or whatever. Okay. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Have you ever been called too much simply for caring? You care about someone, but then you're being told, "Oh my God, you're just being too much." Okay, and remember, these questions are because we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay, so have you ever been called too much for simply caring? Okay, and I think you guys are gonna like the next question. Let me type it as I wait for you guys to let me know your responses. What's harder, getting love or maintaining it? What's harder, getting love or maintaining it? What's harder, getting love or maintaining it? I think getting and also maintaining. I think both, but I think maintaining love is just so much work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that you literally have to put in there. Every day showing up, showing that you care, saying that you care, proving that you care. Okay. But when it comes to this topic, as we saw, I think Divan said that like people like the idea of love, but not being in love. Like people want to imagine, just to sit here with imaginations with the fairy tale of what it's supposed to be, but it's not really. It's not really like that. When it goes down, it's not really like that. Let me grab something in the kitchen. Guys, welcome to the live stream. I think we are now at the place where like you can ask me any question. Also, let me know where you're watching me from. My good name is Wambui. Let me grab something from. So, what's harder, getting love or maintaining it? Oh, she focuses. How do you know when you're in love? When you're treat, I think how. Okay, maybe I can know. I can answer how I know when I'm in love. When I'm in love is when like I just feel like I'm being treated right. I'm being respected. I'm being prioritized. I'm being remembered. How I know when I'm in love is just when I can, when you can let somebody get away with things that you wouldn't usually let anyone else get away with it. I think that's when you know you're in love, or that's when I know that I'm in love. Like, yeah. And when I feel that, just shivery feeling like, oh God, that like you feel like you're going nuts. I think that's how you know. How do you know when you're in love? Shimpoku. Okay, I think for me that's it. Like when you just feel like, I think you will know when you're in love. When you're in love, you'll know your actions, the way you respond. Uh, yeah, I think you'll know. I think you will know. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We've been talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we've been talking about. My good name is Wambui. So let me know. Do you want love? Do you want commitment? Are you afraid of commitment? Okay, and why? Let's say you're in love. Can you be in love with somebody but still be afraid of committing? God, I think those two things can exist at the same time. Okay, can you be in love with somebody but still be afraid of committing? Okay, I think who said it? Alexander said that like the problem is you could literally easily feel trapped. And that's what's more scary. Like you don't want to feel like you've been trapped in a situation you can't get out. You know. Can you be in love but still be afraid of commitment? Can you be in love but still be afraid of commitment? Okay, guys, we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. My good name is Wamboy. Also, let me know where you're watching me from. What caught your attention today? Today is on Thursday, so the week is literally so much progress. So what have caught your attention today and the entire week? Okay. Well, I think I like God. It's so difficult not to like yourself when you see yourself every day right here on the camera. I think I like this hairstyle on me. Okay. Yeah. I like the mixture of the colors and stuff. Okay, guys, we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, so have you ever been in love but you literally don't want to commit, and what makes somebody not want to commit? What makes someone to think like, oh my god, I don't want to commit, like, oh, that's scary, I don't want to commit. Um, Omuye Peter says, Omuye Peter from Uganda. Oh my god, Uganda, our neighbors. Welcome here. Feel at home. How is Uganda? And still, when it comes to the topic of the day, what do you have to say? And guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh my god, you guys mean the world to me. And also, thank you so much for your support. You guys, when you join in, make sure you are liking and subscribing. That is helping out. Omuye Peter, how is Uganda? Uganda. God, what? Okay. Omuya Peter says Uganda is cool. Okay. Oh my god, I would like to visit Uganda someday. Okay. Oh my god, I'm trying to create a poll. God, this laptop is making it so much difficult. So much difficult. So, have you ever been to Kenya, Omuye Peter? Kenya! God. Let me see if I can be. Oh, I can't be able to create a poll with the phone. Let me try and see if I can create some. Okay, done. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Uh, what do people want? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we've been talking about. There should be a poll. I hope the poll. Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys can vote. Which marriage would you prefer, legal or come we stay? Okay, because we are talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do so many people want to love people? Why do you want to be in intimate relationship with people, but for people, we all draw the line when it comes to marriage. It's like, no, that just sounds too serious, I don't want that, like. Okay, especially for us, like people in our 20s. I think in your 30s, you kind of start to see, like, you literally have to get married so that you can have your own family and stuff. Okay, but we have a poll. Hope you guys will answer. So you can click yes or no. Which marriage would you prefer, legal or come we stay? Which marriage would you prefer, legal or come we stay? Come we stay seems so much easier. Like, if you guys decide to separate, you guys solve with it. But I feel like it's unfair for women when it's come we stay. Omuya Pira says, I would like to visit Kenya, but I need to be invited so that I can make it to Kenya. Oh, you don't need to be invited. Kenya is East Africa. You don't need to be invited to an East African country. You just need to get your passport and go to Kenya. Which marriage would you prefer, legal or can we stay? Guys, welcome to the live stream. We are talking about which marriage would you prefer, legal or can we stay? Remember, we've been talking about why do you want love? Why do you want? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? That's what we've been talking about. My good name is Omboy. I have been your beautiful host. Okay, we still have like 10 minutes to go, which we will use with the poll. Like, wow, I didn't know that you need to be invited to Kenya. Okay, at least I think I also don't believe that you need to be invited to Kenya. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Which marriage would you prefer, legal or can we stay? Okay, that's the question that we have on the screen. El Granchat says, "Hey, beautiful. Hey to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? So we've been talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. So do you have anything to say? Can we stay? Oh, you would prefer can we stay? Ooh, why? What are your reasons? Okay, for me, I think legal is good because at the end of the day, let's involve the government. When it's time to split, let's involve the government. Okay, I think people are more protected when they are in a legal marriage, especially when it comes to property ownership. You're literally dedicating your time. What Come We Stay? Come We Stay is an arrangement where like a man and a woman start living together, and they have children, they get intimate. You've never had Come We Stay? Oh my god, which country do you come from? I think it's pretty much common in Kenya. Let me copy for you. Okay. I think I can't copy this whole thing. No. Okay, let me read for you. Ah, Lord, no. So, Come We Stay refers to a type of relationship where couples live together without formal marriage registration. In Kenya, this arrangement is not legally recognized as a marriage under the Marriage Act of 2014, meaning couples in such relationships do not have same legal rights as those who are married. Okay? This includes issues related to property, inheritance, and child custody rights. Therefore, couples in Come We Stay unions should consider registering their relationship to secure their rights and avoid potential disputes in the future. Okay, so it's just an arrangement where like you live together, you do everything together, you consider the person that you're with to be your husband or to be your wife, but you have never been married, you don't even have a marriage certificate. Okay. And Gracia says, I have 3 baby mamas. Do you live with them? That's not Come We Stay. Do you live with them? You have to like live with one of them for a long period of time. It's called Come We Stay. Don't think it's a good arrangement because when you're having problems, let's say child custody, you're having problems with what are they called, property, nobody is there to talk to you or to like help you guys to maneuver that. I think 33% of the people are saying no legal marriages. El Gracia says, I live with the last one and the other 2, I did Come We Stay. Oh, you lived with them for a while. Wow. God. That's complicated. Wow. Okay. But why not get married legally? But I think the marriage mostly like makes the women to feel more safer than the men. But if you're getting married to a woman with property, then I feel like maybe marriage is the good way to go. Okay, guys, we've been talking about why do people want love but avoid commitment. Okay, my good name is Wamboy. We also have like a poll on the thing. Maybe you can click and we can see what you think. Okay, so why do people want love but avoid commitment? We still have 7 more minutes to go, so wow, 3 baby mamas is wild. God, don't you think it's too much? 3? Okay, and I'm not judging, but wow, 3 of them. Wow, you gotta have some money to be able to deal with that. Especially financially. Okay. Guys, welcome to the live stream. We are literally wrapping up the live stream. What do people why do people want love but avoid commitment? Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay. Wow, what happened? Oh wow, it's already I think it's already time for me to stop the show. It's already time for me to stop the show, but wow. Okay. So you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with I Am Homeboy. Make sure you come back next time so that we can keep having growth. We can keep growing through conversations each and every other day. Okay. So thank you so much, and until next time. Bye bye.